Alright, so the match just before this, we had to duo trio because our third, Woo Woo, got kicked from the game. And then later this match, she gets kicked again, so we have to duo for a second time. We win both games, and it comes close, but we managed to pull it off. Banging it out with Bangalore, the Unsafe Chicken. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, we're still on rank. What am I doing? I'm not playing smart. I can't fucking see through your goddamn chimney.
You gotta learn how to play around it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Or spit on you.
2v fucking on this.
And he jumped. Where did he go? You saw that too, right? Oh, I'm not tripping. Man, turtle up with me. I'm dead.
Alright, coming up, I get a little cocky. I didn't realize they had gotten behind us, and the last match we had dominated the other team, but it works out in the end. Just takes some rounds to get warmed up fighting this new group of people.
What on
I couldn't even shot. No!
Fuck, I can't. Oh no, I got him on the hell. I missed a lot of.
While you guys were eaten alive. I didn't. Fucking god.
Right here, after I pop a quick cell, I can do some heavy damage on path, I push up, and since I know that he's knocked, I use my shield to just force the aggression against this team and let Chicken try to take them on. I go back for res on Woo, but she ends up crawling away from me, and I was 1 health, so it goes that way. So, here in a second, Woo mentions that her TV turns off. I didn't hear her through this, so like, throughout half the match, I didn't even realize like why she was AFK or wasn't able to do anything.
Houston, we have a problem. My TV turned off, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going.
Please help, Blue. I'm coming up behind them if you can try to delay. Or about to land on
Don't res me. Don't res me.
you. You're dead, like full dead.
Oh, dead, okay.
Throughout the match, I want you to pay attention to just how I place my wall and how I go for reses continually. Like right here, he tries to come in at me, and he wastes his ammo to go shoot at me, and then ends up having to change his attention to my teammate. Knowing that my teammate is around, I play in and around the shield, letting it where they have to change their focus from me, who's typically healing, or just trying to get a knock real quick, to someone that is actually actively shooting at them. But what this does is it typically wastes their ammo so that they can't down Chicken as easily, or it makes it where they too aggressively try to come at me and then Chicken gets to shoot them for free in the back. Like right here, I'm just healing up, letting Chicken do his thing because it's a 1v1, no point in me helping out. I know I can pull off a res 100%. He ends up getting knocked, but this guy's super low. He doesn't have ammo left, and I just let him go out and punch him out.
And fix my TV because it just shut off, or if I just want to shut everything off, blow up and find myself. Currently sitting in the dark right now.
Almost cracked.
Pay attention to how I wait for the bombs to start going off. I immediately push forward so that it's covering the sound of my footsteps. I get 2 good hits, get a quick knock. I then go back to rotate to Chicken, and I end up getting a little low, so I use my ult so that I can make sure I don't go down. In the process of this, I almost get chicken knocked because I cut him off on the other side of the wall, but it works out. I get to pop my bat and then continue playing off from here.
I can just get help. I was... Crawl to me. Oh, what are you doing?
So in this instance, I really needed to pop a bat, and I wanted to heal more, but I knew that I had to come and help Chicken as he was low, and I didn't want to risk him getting a finish. I cancel my res so that I can try to disencourage him to continue fighting me, and I get a quick res, reset the fight, let Chicken go and do his 1v1s. I'm doing this so that he can practice fighting more and allow him to just get overall better at taking people on in combat. This is what Newcastle is best used for, especially in something like arenas, as if you get it down to a 2v1 or 3v1, it is much more important to just res your team, allow them to take on fights, and allow them to practice doing 1v1s. This makes it where not only do you improve your teammates' ability to play around you as a Newcastle, but it also lets you practice resing and staying aware of more things than just your own aim. Because as much as you may want to just beam everyone and do all the damage, at the end of the day, someone has to play a defensive legend, someone has to play an offensive legend, and someone has to play a support. This is more or less a requirement for the most balanced and effective teams. They have one of each, as each will fit a niche role and play their part. They don't have to do all the damage, they just have to do their part in keeping their team alive and playing to their strong suits.
I'm low. Good now. I'm good. What is this guy? What? The Bloodhound was literally just running around in the store. Like, I hit him just started. I fucked these up.
Here's another instance where I want you to pay attention to how I place my wall. I avoid most of these nades because I just go on both sides of it back and forth and then run off whenever I need to.
I crack someone out also with my nade.
Path drop behind. I'm gonna get. I cracked. Hit him hard.
Coming up is another common mistake that I see people do. They'll sit on their teammate that's healing or getting rezzed and end up causing them to get killed. Notice how I jump backwards to get Fuse's attention on me instead of my teammate who dropped off to the side. I end up getting knocked because I was trying to let Chicken take on the fight by himself, and when I started popping this bat, he wrapped around on me. It was too late for me to do anything, so we ended up losing that one, but that's fine.
No idea where you
Cracked. Oh, I fucked up. Won't let me run. I have to pop a bat. You have to hold on.
Give my shield a recharge.
Okay, you're good. You're good. Pop that.
also popping that.
Give me a sec. Recharging.
I shouldn't have wasted my shield. Burning both of them. I might knock one.
Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
Burning again. Crack.
Another prime example of how I use my shield. I get some heavy hits on these two. I end up getting cracked. I go to pop my bat, and they've been targeting me because of the amount of reses I've been doing. I move my shield around to try to avoid damage, and Chicken takes no damage through the entirety of that because their focus is trying to knock me. This allows him to get a knock, me now resetting and knowing that it's a 1v1 with Fuse. I trust that he can handle it, or that at the very least, I can pull off some reses and get him back in the fight.
Hit him a little bit. Got it, you got it. Twice in a row.
I know. We didn't need you, woo-woo.
That's definitely gonna make me cry myself to sleep.
If you enjoyed the video or you learned anything, you should go and check out my previous video. Thanks for watching, and hope you come again.